Good evening to Philhellenes, Greeks, Cypriots, and members of the Hellenic diaspora the world over. I'm Eraklis, Diamataris, and I welcome you to this week's edition of the National Herald's Happenings of the Week. Let's take a look at some of the week's top stories as reported by our newsroom. WSHU Public Radio in Connecticut reported that the FBI is investigating the state-financed reconstruction of the State Pier in New London, Connecticut, and school construction grants that were overseen by Konstantinos Costa Diamandis while he was working in the Lamont administration before being fired by the governor of Connecticut. A federal grand jury issued a wide-ranging subpoena including emails, texts, and document attachments involving Diamandis before his October 28, 2021 dismissal from his post. More than 100 artists and curators were at the Greek Consulate of New York in partnership with the French Consulate in New York celebrating artists occupying the premises. The event occurred in the context of the National Day for Greek Language. Let's take a look at some scenes from inside of the occupation. A unique and cutting-edge artistic exhibition was unveiled at the Consulate General of Greece in New York this week during celebrations marking Greek Language Day. The Consulate General is hosting the Occupy No. 3 network show where more than 100 artists and critics were present, with the majority of them being non-Greek. In essence, the artists have occupied the Consulate General's facilities and will continue to do so with their work for the next month. The works themselves are all of different mediums, with the focus, of course, being Greek culture, Greek language, and the arts.
You know, we are so happy today that we have so many people here. We have the international community in the Consulate General of Greece in New York because of the celebration of International Day for the Greek Language. I think it is a very important event, and I think that the Greek language, the Greek heritage, is something that we should preserve and maintain and promote in the best possible way.
Well, so far it's very exciting. It's kind of modern expressionism of the culture of Greece and how it can reflect values and traditions that are very well inherited in our Western civilization.
Greek journalist Nikolaos Katsikas, the Athens Macedonian news agency's journalist and foreign correspondent, was murdered in Cairo, Egypt, earlier this month. On February 8th, a food delivery courier was arrested in the Egyptian capital as a suspect in the murder, as first reported by Egypt's Aram newspaper. Initially, the murder was announced by Egyptian authorities as one that had been a robbery gone haywire, but since the courier has answered prosecutors' questions, new information has come to light and revealed a murder attributed to a dispute, sexual in nature, between the victim and the suspect. Pivoting now to some positive news from Greece, Melina Travlous, chairwoman of Neptune Lines Shipping and Managing Enterprises, was elected to a 3-year term on Thursday, February 10th, 2022, as the new head of the Union of Greek Shipowners. Travlous's election is historic, as she will serve as the first female president of the union since its founding way back in 1916. Neptune Lines was founded by Travlous's father, Nikos, in 1975, with the company specializing in the transportation of cars. Prominent Greek-American business leader Dean Metropolis is part of a 3-man investment group interested in the purchase of the Denver Broncos, according to the Los Angeles Times. The other members of the investment group are Alec Gores and Matt Ishibia. The NFL team has been on the market since February 1st, and when the sale of the team is finalized, it's widely expected to surpass the $2.4 billion paid by Steve Cohen to buy the New York Mets baseball team as the most expensive purchase of a North American sports team in history. The Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago announced that it has completed the sale of the former Metropolis Center located at 40 East Burton Place in Chicago for $3.15 million. The Greek Orthodox Metropolis of Chicago was founded in 1923 and is the diocese for the Greek Orthodox faithful in Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Indiana, and southeastern Missouri. The metropolis consists of 58 parishes in total, with 2 monastic communities and is presided over by His Eminence, Metropolitan Nathanael. These have been the happenings of the week as reported to you by our newsroom. Thank you so much for watching. Please tune in next week for a brand new episode of The Happenings of the Week, brought to you by the National Herald. I'm Eraklis Diamataris. See you next week. Take care.